nuts. Hub mount wheels are centered by their center hole on the hub pilot. Their bolt holes generally have no chamfers and use two-piece flange nuts. To install a 10-hole, 11 1/4 inch stud mount wheel as a front or inner dual, first snug all nuts in a crisscross fashion, beginning with the nut at the 6 o'clock position. After all nuts have seated, tighten them to 450 foot-pounds dry using a torque wrench, taking care not to over-tighten. If using an air wrench, remember to check its calibration. Because of the extra disc thickness of Accu aluminum wheels, they may require special nuts and longer studs. For front wheels with 1 1/8 16 studs, standard 1 1/8 cap nuts are used. For 3/4 16 studs, a special cap nut with a collar is necessary. On all rear dual wheels, special inner cap nuts with collars must be used. The stud should stand out beyond the mounting face of the hub from 1 5/16 to 1 7/16 inches. This is the same stud length used for steel wheels. The inner cap nut must be equivalent to or stronger than SAE Grade 8 material. For best service, always run 2 aluminum wheels as a dual combination. If a steel inner wheel is used with an aluminum outer wheel, a special, longer inner cap nut must be used. An Accu wheel guard separator is strongly recommended between steel and aluminum wheels to minimize wear and the corrosive action of dissimilar metals. To install an outer dual, first make sure that the wheels are positioned to allow access to the tire valves, and tighten the nuts to 450 foot-pounds dry. Never lubricate nuts or studs on stud-piloted mounting systems because it can lead to over-tightening, a dangerous condition. When installing Accu hub-mount aluminum wheels, first lubricate the pilot with a little oil to prevent galling. For a hub with intermittent pilot pads, position a pad at 12 o'clock to center the wheel. Two-piece flange nuts are used to clamp the wheel against the hub and drum, the same nuts used for hub-mount steel wheels. Before installing used nuts, lubricate them between the hex and flange with 1 or 2 drops of machine oil. This will allow them to rotate freely and provide the proper clamping force when tightened. Do not over-lubricate, because it will do nothing to improve torquing ability and may cause excess oil to run across the exposed aluminum finish. Because flange nuts generate high clamping force, always use Grade 8 studs with hub-piloted mounting systems. Longer studs may be required for hub mount installations. The minimum standout of the stud from the hub for a front wheel is 2 9/32 inches. For the rear, the minimum standout is 3 7/16 inches. On front wheels, the hub pilot should be sufficiently long to support the wheel. On rear wheels, it should extend approximately halfway through the center hole of the outer dual. For rear dual hub mount wheels, there is no inner cap nut. After sliding the inner dual over the studs, align the handholds for valve access and slide the outer dual over the studs. Tighten nuts to between 390 and 500 foot-pounds in the same alternating crisscross sequence mentioned earlier. To minimize wear to wheels, hubs, and drums, Accu strongly recommends wheel guard separators be installed between the mating surfaces of the hub or drum and the wheel. between the two wheels of a dual assembly. Wheel guard separators reduce wear, extend service life, and help AccuForge aluminum wheels maintain their luster. It is extremely important that components of hub mount and stud mount systems are not mixed. Always use a hub mount wheel on a hub mount hub and a stud mount wheel on a stud mount hub. Mixing components can lead to wheel failure, accident, and injury. Adequate support for AccuForge aluminum wheels is essential for their safe and proper performance. The hub or brake drum must supply a full 360-degree contact surface with the proper diameter to support the wheel. Do not use intermittent hub designs. 50 to 100 miles after installation, retighten the nuts. Thereafter, check torque values and tighten as needed at regular intervals, such as during routine vehicle maintenance or tire changes. For stud mount wheels, back off the outer nut to retorque the inner cap nut. Always refer to the AccuRide Rim Wheel Safety and Service Manual for the correct torque values and proper procedures for servicing AccuForge stud mount and hub mount aluminum wheels. Failure to follow these procedures could cause wheel failure, which could lead to an accident or an injury. To keep AccuForge aluminum wheels always looking their best, a wax coating can be applied to the appearance surface of new wheels. Before installing a new wheel, clean the appearance surface with a sponge or cloth using a mild, non-alkaline detergent and warm water. After rinsing and wiping dry, apply car wax to protect the exposed aluminum surface and enhance its luster. Thereafter, clean the wheels as necessary with water from a high-pressure hose to maintain their like-new appearance.
That's right. They've been supplying the trucking industry for over 85 years. I can tell you from experience, they know their way around a wheel.
Well, what about parts?
I've never had any trouble, but if I do, they've got one of the largest distributor networks on the continent.
Hey, Dazzler, look to your left. You want to get out and kiss the ground?
Thanks for the offer, Plain Jane, but I'll take a rain check. Gotta get this load to Circle City. Truck 'em easy. 88.
Keep 'em between the ditches, Dazzler.